If you're either just starting guitar or you just want to get an acoustic, you don't own one yet, and you're like, man, I just don't want to shell out a whole lot of bucks. Well, I got a solution for you, man. This one comes from a company called Vangoa. They are on Amazon and it sells for under $140. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, this is from Vangoa. This is a very large acoustic that has some great sound to it. It even has an equalizer and built-in electronics. Yes, it is an acoustic electric guitar. This one has a long title. I'm going to read it directly from the listing on Amazon. Vangoa Acoustic Electric Guitar Bundle for Beginners, Adults, Teens, Full-Size Cutaway Acoustic Guitar with built-in pickups, wooden bindings, upgraded starter kit, matte black. Now they do come in different colors. They've got several on there. This one is the matte black one, obviously. And if you look at this picture right here, this is all the stuff that comes with it. I'm going to show you what's inside that little red bag here in just a minute. We'll kind of do a lightning unboxing. It's like less than a minute. And then I'll demo it and I'll show you both acoustically and plugged in. How's that sound? Now I had actually seen Vangoa earlier with their wireless system, and they also sent that along. That does not come with the guitar. I'm going to demo that as well so you'll be able to hear how well that works. This is pretty cool actually. There's something on here. I'll have to probably get a separate shot so you can see it, but there's a little nub that's right there. And until that is depressed, this isn't active. So you ever tried to plug in your guitar when your amp is on? Yeah, well then you know. So basically this, once it plugs all the way in, then it's active, so you don't get that pop or whatever, and you should never have your amp turned all the way up when you plug it in, but you know what I mean. So that's actually a pretty cool little thing. What I'll do is I'll put links down in the description for both the guitar and for that wireless system. Really, the focus today is on the guitar. So a little bit from their description here. Well-balanced tone. The acoustic electric guitar features a spruce top with mahogany sides and back, creating a rich, balanced, and bright sound. The dreadnought body of the full-size acoustic electric guitar, enhanced X bracing, and high-quality finishes ensure stability while minimizing sound loss. Yeah, well-balanced tone. I will tell you that this guitar has some really good tone. I've got expensive acoustics, and this sounds just right up there with them. Plus, with all that EQ and stuff in there, you can really dial in your tone, which I'll show you in just a minute. It has a modern C profile neck and smooth fret ends, low string action. Okay, so I did adjust the truss rod on this a little bit. The action on it is for an acoustic, it's actually really good. I find that acoustics are always a little bit higher, and I get a little bit of buzz after I adjusted the truss rod to my liking, but action-wise, it's pretty great. Fast tuning and stability, equipped with 18:1 ratio gears. It offers precise tuning compared to standard 15:1 gears. Of course, the Allen key is for adjusting the truss rod, and you do that right underneath the fretboard there, underneath that little point. It's right underneath that. Even down to some of the fine details, like the end of the fretboard being pointed like this, and you'll see that there's actually extra wood along the edges of this, giving it a really nice aesthetic look. You just don't see that in guitars in this price range that often. The fact that it has these nice circular mother of pearl inlays, and even on your string pegs on the bridge here, looks like we've got some abalone inserts or something like that. All right, well, let's see what all came with it, and we'll give you a little bit of a demo. Like I said, this is a pretty complete kit. This is the strap. It was inside this little bag right here. It's a basic strap, you know. All of this was inside this little bag. Now, if you wanted to put a pick guard on there, this is a self-adhesive pick guard if you wanted to do that. We've got a digital tuner. That's nice to have. Okay, we got what they say is a high-quality audio cable, so that's good. You know what? It actually feels a little bit more heavy-duty than what we usually see with the budget guitars, so not a bad thing to keep around as a backup. Got some acoustic guitar strings. Cleaning cloth, which I might need since I saw a lot of fingerprints on that guitar when I was taking pictures. Let's see, we've got some picks, and these are supposed to be in varying thicknesses, so that's cool. And last, we've got a guitar capo in here. It's a pretty basic capo, but it looks like it's going to be perfectly capable. So there you go. So not only do you get all that stuff, but a very nice guitar. $140 for all that is, well, that's pretty fantastic. Everything on here, as I said, looks really great, but does it sound really good? That's the question. So I'm gonna play it acoustically first, and then we're gonna turn on, I've got it plugged into the Spark Edge. I've just got the volume turned down on the controls on here. So let's just go ahead and test it out. And it does. It sounds really, really good. It's got a lot of sound to it. You know, it's a big guitar. It is. I mean, she's a big one. But sound-wise, it's great when it's not plugged in. But this is an acoustic electric, so let's just go ahead and turn this up. And I do have the Vangoa Wireless system plugged onto this as well. So I've got the Spark Edge down there and just one of these microphones sitting in front of it. And I can already tell you that it sounds really good. Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe a little... Hey, and if I wanted to distort it, let's just see what that sounds like. All right, let's turn this back to... Okay, so this does have the bass, mid, treble, and I'm gonna guess the PRS is for presence. So I've got the bass all the way boosted to the top right here. All the way down. Right in the middle. Mids. All the way out. All the way up. Treble all the way up. Down. Now let's zero it all out. Those are all zeroed out. And then if we, let's go all the way up on the presence. And then all the way down. Of course, the volume can be turned up higher. Or lower. So, yeah. Little battery check light on there. As far as EQs on acoustic guitars goes, that's pretty darn good. It would have been kind of nice if they would have put a tuner on there. A lot of times on these, you know, control panels like this, you'll have a tuner, but they did include one in the package, a digital tuner, so that's not such a bad thing at all. So it's a nice guitar. And again, I want to remind you, $149. It's nice and lightweight. The matte finish on it does pick up fingerprints pretty well. You know, I mean, that's just a matte finish for you. Speaking of the finish, it's pretty much perfect. There's a couple of little things along the binding that, little imperfections, you know, that type of thing. But this one right here, if we can get a little close-up of that one's pretty bad right there. But that's just a ding in it, and who knows when that happened. It could have happened in shipping, could have happened at Amazon, or whatever. So ultimately, man, this thing has things that you'd see on a far more expensive guitar, especially this fretboard here with the extra wood, with those mother of pearl inlays, and I mean, just It's nice. I'm not a big acoustic guy, you know. I've got a couple of them. I even have an Acoustasonic Fender Telecaster, which is kind of my go-to when I want to do acoustic stuff. But if I were looking for a under $150 acoustic guitar as a beginner guitar or just as something to have in my quiver, I would definitely have to consider this. And again, if we're talking about a beginner, this thing has all the stuff in there. I mean, it's got a digital tuner, it's got a capo in there, it's got extra picks, it's got extra strings, a pick guard if you wish to put it on there, a strap. So I guess everything aside from an amp, you know, if you wanted to plug it in. This is my first time trying anything from Vangoa guitars. They're pretty big on Amazon from what I can tell. You know, I love my expensive guitars, but I still have love for the budget guitars. It's what I started on, and that's what most of us can afford, right? And this one, if you're looking for an acoustic, checks off a lot of boxes. Hey, I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. One thing that is really important for channels like mine for growth is the algorithm. And if you can help me out here, just toss a comment in there, just say hi, whatever you want to say. Like the video and maybe share it if you feel like it. But either way, liking and commenting the videos, that definitely helps with the algorithm, and I can definitely use that. And if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there is a red subscribe button down there and notification bell. If you click both of those, you'll get notifications when I upload new videos. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.